Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we have a fan-requested comparison today, actually more of a friend-requested comparison from a friend of mine, Ty Jordan here. He's obviously a bodybuilder, guys. He's trying out for his pro card. Trust me when I tell you, he will earn his pro card at some point in time. Training here looks outstanding, and by the way, Ty, red is definitely your color. And this is an outstanding comparison too. This is, of course, Iain Valliere at the 2018 Olympia event. There's a couple of poses that I had to use a different version, and this is Marko Savolainen, or Savolainen. Apologize, get his name incorrectly. He's a Finnish bodybuilder. He's from Finland. Anyway, guys, this is him at the 1997 Finland, fittingly enough, Grand Prix. And of course, it is always nice to have a side by each comparison, both in a side relaxed position. Hard to get the sizes correctly here, guys. I think Iain Valliere, he's leaning downwards, and what that does, it creates a lack of height. It takes from your height. So I don't think he's standing up as straight, but I did size them a little bit around the same height, so I think I might have made Iain a little bit too large here, because I'm not so sure. I think Marko Savolainen is quite a bit larger than Iain Valliere, but hey, who knows, man? I mean, it was way back in 1997, and the sport does evolve. Guys get bigger. I mean, both gentlemen, I have to say, condition plus, muscles plus. It's going to be a good little matchup, I think. Unfortunately, we are beginning with a non-Mr. Olympia version of Iain Valliere. He doesn't like to hit the front double bi, or he didn't anyway. I watched the video footage of him at the Olympia. I seen all the pictures. He walked out and went straight into the front lat spread when he went through his mandatory shots. Obviously, he doesn't like this pose, or he didn't anyway. Structurally speaking now, ignore the biceps, midsections, lats, chest, legs, even the calves, weak calves. These guys are very similar. Even their hairdos. You notice that? Their hairdos are the same. And I think Ty might have mentioned that when he was asking me to do this one, or he asked me if I would do this one. But yeah, their hairdos are basically the same. Just two big dudes. Well, lack of biceps, I guess, for Iain Valliere. But they both have small calves. Structurally very similar. I mean, a pose like this, guys, you're definitely going to have to lean towards Marko Savolainen. No doubt. This is a no-brainer for sure. He has the guns. Let's go through the poses. And this, obviously, a screenshot from Marko Savolainen. So it is definitely hard to say for sure. I think he would have an edge, to tell you the truth. All screenshots aside, I think Iain Valliere, his chest is too narrow in this pose. Now, that is something that he did fix at the Tampa Pro, New York Pro, things of that nature. He did open up a little wider, and this became one of his best poses, I think. It's not a bad pose. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, Marko Savolainen, I just think, structurally speaking, his clavicle width, when these guys are so similar everywhere else, a little difference like that can make a difference. But like I said, I hate to use screenshots. Let's go to the side chest development. And there was one picture here of Marko Savolainen. Not a full body, so it is hard to get the sizes correctly. But man, looks like he's taking Iain to school here as far as the pecs are concerned. And the arms, look at the arms. Not only the size of Marko's arms, but the muscle separation. This guy, he had so much potential, and just, I don't know. I believe the next couple of years, he just got worse and worse. He didn't have that sting. He didn't have that condition, that sharpness that he did in 97. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Side tricep. Wow. Again, guys, muscle separation, arms. Look at the size of Marko Savolainen's arms. Compared to Iain Valliere, who's a big dude, guys. All the way big dude. But it's just a matter of bigger is better, and condition, muscle separation is better. Marko Savolainen. Midsection, conditioning of Iain Valliere. You can't take that away from him. Might even be winning on that edge. Of course, it's not a very clear picture of Marko. So there's always going to be X factors, things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and give Marko Savolainen an edge coming out of the two front, two side, heading into the back developments. And this is one reason why I always jump on Marko Savolainen's bandwagon because of his back. His back is outstanding. Keep in mind, this is a screenshot, rusty old screenshot. And also keep in mind, they didn't display their legs the same way. The whole bending it out thing to make them look much larger. Just use your imagination here. Marko could tilt his legs outward, and he would have the same size legs, I'm sure, maybe even bigger, of Iain Valliere. But the back development, guys, look at the lat insertions. Even from this blurry, rusty old screenshot, you can still see the muscle, the power-packed, Action Jackson-packed rear lat spread of Marko Savolainen. Just a huge fan of this guy. Now, he does have weak calves, but in a matchup like this, does he? No, of course not. Iain does too. Rear double bicep, and we got a picture of Marko, and this one does him more justice. Look at the lower back, guys. Look at the lat insertions. Thick, and very symmetrical, prominent. And you throw those arms in there. Who could beat this guy in this pose? Aside from maybe the King or Dorian. I mean, come on, guys. Condition, not bad at all. Glutes, actually a little bit better for Iain here. He is better conditioned here, to tell you the truth. Iain is than in his most recent versions, believe it or not. And if you don't believe me, I did a comparison, and I'm telling you, he has glutes here, and he has soggy donk for the Tampa Pro. But anyway, guys, let's not do that right now. Marko Savolainen, he's winning this one, guys. Go to the ab and thigh, and this is very vexing. I had to use this other older version of Iain Valliere hitting the ab and thigh. He does not like to hit the double overhead ab and thigh. He refuses. I could just imagine the judges, come on, Iain, I would like you to hit the double overhead ab and thigh. And Iain'd be up there, nope, not going to do it, nope. He just won't. He refuses. I guess they made him do it back then. Similar hair do's on these guys. Marko Savolainen, now that we're through making fun of Iain Valliere, and I apologize, guys, a world-class athlete like that. But anyway, I have to entertain you guys somehow. Marko Savolainen, some of the best abs in bodybuilding, I'm telling you right now. This guy, for a mass monster, he does. I'm telling you, this guy had potential plus. Potential. And obviously, he didn't follow through. Go to the most muscular to finish this one off, and Iain Valliere finishes off strong. Of course, Marko, it wasn't a mandatory shot. I think it was like an afterthought to hit this pose like this even. Just boom, he hit it. Iain Valliere really just perfect in this. Looks awesome. Both men a little bit weak in the calves, I have to say, even from the front. But, guys, this is a situation where the pictures are not that clear. So at the end of the day, you might not ever really know who was the true winner. But hey, I like to make hypotheses, baby please, proper. And I think Marko Savolainen was the winner in this one. I think he was the clear winner, structurally speaking. He had the guns, he had the little bit more wider clavicle, bigger chest, bigger triceps. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this awesome comparison. Another shout out to my friend Ty Jordan. Excellent matchup. I hope I answered your call to this one. And keep training, man. You're looking fantastic. Bigger than ever. More cut than ever. Anyway, guys, hit thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Have a fantastic day.